Hey guys, we are Unconventional Norms. We share stories of people who have found success or are on the path to find their own success in their own unconventional ways. We've seen this common culture to have to get perfect grades, to always compare ourselves to others and needing to get to the top college in order to reach success. And we really want to change this culture and to see that there are many different unconventional ways to find success.
All right, so here with us today, we have my friend Nina, and she is an actress. She's done YouTube web series.
Oh my God.
Uh, she's done, she was on Bunked for Disney Channel. She's done other acting projects. So without further
Amazon.
ado, let's get right into it. Okay, I know you've told me the story of how your acting career started, but let's share with these guys.
Yeah, so I wasn't looking to get into the acting industry, but I was walking through Cerritos Mall with my family, and then some people were like this lady walked up to me and my sister and were like, "Do you guys want to be actresses and models?" And we were like, "What, really?" And then my dad was like, "Yeah, this seems like a great idea." In the back of my head though, even though I was like 10, I was like, this kind of seems sketchy. But okay, let's try it out. So we took the pamphlet and we drove to LA like every single Saturday. And then we got into like this school, but the school kind of felt like a scam, but it wasn't in the end because I made it through. And then after we went through the school, there was like a showcase. They introduced us to agents and managers. And then I booked my second audition and then it just took off from there.
So did you have to pay to get into this thingy?
Yeah. Yes. So I don't suggest like acting classes, yes, you should pay for them, but don't pay for like trying to get an audition. You shouldn't be paying to get an audition ever. That's some advice for you guys.
What, is that a
So
scam or what?
Yeah, you shouldn't be paying or when you have an agent or manager, they take like 10% of what you earn, but you're not supposed to pay to get one. So that's just, something to look out for.
And do you want to talk about your first acting experience, or like the first show or the first audition you had?
Yeah, the first audition I had was for this little part on this show called Austin and Ally. I got a call back for it, but I didn't end up getting it, which is good because the second audition I got was for Tiffany for Bunked, and then I got that one. So yeah, that was my first.
So what were you in? Sorry. I'm trying to wait. What were you in?
Bunked for Disney Channel.
Bunked? Have you ever seen that?
I've watched an episode before with my little cousin.
You prepared for the interview. Thank you.
It's the spin-off of Jessie. Nino plays
I see you.
The Asian girl with the violin.
Whoa, that's so cool.
Very stereotypical Asian character.
Yeah, they do like a lot of that. Yeah.
So after that role, did you ever get any opportunities to act in different shows for Disney?
For Disney, yeah, I got like they still send me auditions and stuff, but I didn't get anything. I got like callbacks and stuff. Like I was in the process for some projects, but then so I still like get auditions from them.
Wait, so like I know for like Disney, like just watching a lot of like probably just Marvel characters, and they talk about like how like they have to be super careful about their reputation because it's like also Disney's reputation. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, all I remember is signing a contract that's like this thick, but I didn't look into the contract because I was just a normal kid. Like I didn't have a lawyer or anything, so I was just like, all right. So I signed everything, and they're like, great, you got it. Like, but there are some things like yeah, your image is with their image. I know there's been a couple of Disney stars in the past that like, have done drugs or like gotten to like some sketchy business, and then they were probably like cut from their shows and stuff. But there was this one time where I like got this role when I was still working on Disney, but we were like on break, like we were in between seasons. I got this like small role in a horror movie, like indie horror movie thing, and I didn't realize it, but they had to review the role and be like Disney gets the final say, like you can do it or you can't. And they looked at the script and they're like, no, we don't want you to do it. So I didn't end up doing it. But I'm out of the contract now, so I can. They have.
Okay.
And how do you said that you still do like auditions and stuff with Disney? So like, how does that affect your like school work, social life, family life?
I'm kind of used to auditions at this point. They they usually work like I'm done with school, my dad picks me up, we drive an hour and a half to LA, I do the audition, we drive an hour and a half back, or we pick up some food along the way, and then we just, yeah. So, but if I get a big project, I leave school to do it. But if it's like a smaller project, like I did some stuff with Brat earlier in the year, but because it wasn't a lot, it was only for a month, and there was like 2 days out of the week where I'm free, I still had to do school at the same time. I tried to talk to my school and be like, can I have the whole month off? You know, like a lot of sick kids do that. If they have to be in the hospital for a month, they take a month off. But they were like, because you're free like 1 or 2 days out of the week, you still have to come into school. And that was junior. This year. It was the worst thing ever. Okay, let me tell you my schedule. I wake up at 5. I go to set sometimes, and then I come back maybe in the afternoon at 2 or like at 12, and I go back to school and finish my school until 2. And then at 2 I get home, and then I maybe take a nap, and then I have to do homework. I had like 3 APs this year, but there was a project in AP Learning that I kind of procrastinated on. You know, it was a summer project, and it was due like September. So I was like, oh man, I have to read this whole entire book and write like 500 pages for it now. And that was the same. It all happened on the same day, like on the same like month or a few weeks when I was working. So then I would like do my homework until like 3 a.m. and then I would cry, and then I'd fall asleep and then wake up at 5 and do it all over again.
That's so sad.
So you were living off of like 2 hours of sleep?
Yeah, it was a rough day. And you know, it was weird because like I get like acne whenever I'm stressed. So there was like a lot of acne going on in my face, and I have like a bunch of scars from it now. So,
how did you not lose your sanity, or is it just all gone now?
I did lose my sanity. I did. So yeah.
Oh, that sounds very tough.
It came back. It's okay.
It's like hearing how like I don't know why. I always think that like Disney actors, just actors in general, have like an entirely different life from what like us normal kids have.
Yeah.
That's what I don't know.
Yeah, actors in general do, but what do you mean? Like in what aspect of life?
Like in like the education part. I don't know. I just feel like it's like I always imagine like Disney or like characters going to like being homeschooled or something.
Oh, do some actors have private teachers?
Yeah, we were homeschooled and we were working. We had like school teachers who we had legally we had to do 3 hours of school a day. So all we did was 3 hours of school a day. And I felt like homeschool was not for me. I wasn't learning very well. Yeah. And that was like 7th grade. So in 7th grade, I just kind of like didn't learn anything.
So Disney had you do classes, but Brat didn't, right?
Oh, Brat, there was schooling for Brat. But the thing is, for actors, you can take a test called the CHESP. And if you take the CHESP, you don't have to do school anymore. You basically have graduated high school. Yeah, so I took the CHESP, and now I'm like quote unquote legal 18. I don't need a parent with me on set, and now I'm like I'm not a minor anymore.
Oh. Wait,
so
you could just apply to college right now, all right?
I could, but you know, I want to finish my senior year, even though it's all going to be online. You know, and take that marine biology class I was looking forward to and stuff.
So like in terms of the other like kids in your film or like in the Bunked, did they also go back to like normal schools, or like, and also do you keep in touch with them or not really?
I don't keep in touch with too many of them after the show, I guess. I was thinking about it earlier today, like I should hit them up after this whole pandemic is over. But I still talk to Nathan sometimes, and I don't think any of them went back to school. I think I'm the only one. You know, my parents were just like, you know, you need an education. Actually, no, it was my choice to go back to school because I felt like I couldn't stand being homeschooled. But yeah.
So in the future, are you looking at like a quote unquote normal career where you like have a job, or are you going to be an actor, or like what's your plans for the future?
I want to stay in the film industry, but not as an actor. I want to become a screenwriter. So like people who write scripts for the,
That's so dope. Oh my goodness.
So
like right now, like what are your top colleges? I know this is like totally off of like what we're not supposed to talk about.
College? Am I supposed to talk about it? Like, what if one of the colleges here and there's like, ooh, and like the other colleges, and you know, like.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to if you're not comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna look that deeply into me. They're just gonna go on YouTube and search Nina Lou like podcast interviews and
I
stuff.
mean, they'll find way more stuff if they look you up on YouTube.
Oh my god, Ethan has been taunting me about my Brat series the day it aired. Like he always the minute an episode aired, he like texted me like a quote from my show or something, and I'd be like, the thing is, the last character I played was an artist. And I do art too. Like I draw and I put it on my story and stuff. And one time he was like, "Wow, how did you make this? It's so beautiful. It's so amazing. Like I could never make something like that." And I thought he was actually talking about my art. And I was like, "Oh, really? Oh, Ethan." And then he was like, "That's a quote from your show." I didn't even realize.
No, but it's funny to clown her over because the character that she plays ends up with this other kid. So I always make fun of her for like they have like scenes where they get really close to each other. They're like hiding under a table, hiding from their parents, and they're like doing romantic stuff. And then
my god,
I'll clown her for it.
Did you ever have to kiss someone on set?
Justin.
No.
Wait,
but
I'm just trying to talk. I'm trying to ask.
Guys, you can ask me literally anything.
Hey,
you can ask me literally.
Hey, Josh,
anything.
are you asking questions? I didn't freaking think so. Okay, shut up.
I didn't have to, but I have to say there were some things like sometimes where they have written like, and then they kiss in the script, and then my parents were like, "Mm." That'd be like, "Oh wow, erase."
Oh, it's funny. Have
So,
you ever been?
Oh yeah, go for it. Ethan.
Oh, have you ever been starstruck by someone that you've met?
Yeah, like a lot of times, but I can't do the same where I fangirl over them and be like, "Oh my god, you're amazing." Or if I do, I try to keep it chill now. Like, I don't know, because I think I felt the same, like when I was younger, I was kind of overwhelmed when kids would be like, "Oh my god, you're," and like people would think that I don't like my fans, but I'm just a shyer person, or I was a shyer person. I was like scared to talk to new people, and it's crazy because they know you but you don't know them. Like they feel like they know you. So it's like if someone was like, "Oh, you we were best friends or something back in the day," but you don't know them at all, and it's okay. Like I've adapted to it, and I could just be like, "Oh, hey," and make conversation with them. But when I was younger, I was like scared of it. And wait, what was the question?
You get starstruck?
Oh yeah, so there have been some times like I met Hart Denton. He was like in when I was obsessed with Riverdale, like I saw him on the red carpet one time and I was like, "Hey," and he was actually really sweet. There was what else? One time, oh yeah, in the same movie premiere, I was like walking into it was a movie premiere for Midnight Sun. I was like walking to the venue, and then like I see this really tan dude in the corner of my eye, and I look over and I'm like, "It's Justin Bieber." And then the lady who usually when you sometimes when you go to an event, they send like a lady to come with you and like guide you where to go. And then my lady was like, "You can't talk to him today." She was like, you can't talk to him. And he was just sitting there in his like hoodie and trousers, just like talking to like some guy. And I was like, okay. But yeah, there's definitely been times.
Are there a lot of people in your school that fan girl or boy you?
When I was in middle school, like I came back in 8th grade, there was like crowds of 6th graders chasing me through the halls and stuff. But in high school, I feel like people are a little more mature and they don't do that anymore. So yeah. And I feel like I've become more relevant, so it's not that like people. It's okay.
So what have you been doing during quarantine?
A lot of things. I've been painting and trying to do college stuff, and I cut my bangs, but then I'm trying to grow it out now, and yeah. And I've written like 5 songs.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. Huh?
Really, Chung? Why?
Chung wants to hear you sing.
Yes.
Oh, we can do that at the end. I haven't played them in a long time, but I sent them all to Ethan, so he knows how they go.
I do, yes.
Wait, so how did you and Ethan meet? Like, how do you guys know each other?
So apparently we knew each other. Apparently he was like there when we were really young in church, I guess. Like, okay, so we know each other through church, but apparently there was like the kids classes, and he was there, but I didn't really talk. Did I talk? I don't remember
No.
talking to you. Yeah.
I don't
It's okay,
actually remember
Ethan.
you before like junior high.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. But when we got to like youth group, then like we were all like together.
I remember in
And
sixth grade. You go first.
No, I remember. Wait, no, you can go.
Okay. In sixth grade, we have a children's musical, and
Oh my god! Oh my
Is that the
god!
video you've shown me, Ethan? The one with
probably
Toby in it?
Yeah. But it was
we might
like
need to break that out.
Toby's one was like the fourth grade one. We had one in sixth grade, and me and all my friends had a role. And Nina also got a role.
What was my role? I was like
Golden Girl.
Not Golden Girl. Oh my god! Yeah.
But then she left, I think, because you were like filming or something.
I was filming for Bunk. The truth is, I could have done it because it's on Sundays, but I was also really tired from filming. Like filming driving to LA it took a lot out of me. I guess it's hard to explain, but on the weekends I was like really tired, and I was like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah. So Golden Girl got recasted as a guy, and throughout my sixth grade year,
Richie.
Richie was casted as the only gender-specific role in the musical as Golden Girl, and there was audio tracks that would say the character's name. Like
he'd be like, "This is Golden Girl," and then he'd be like, "Haha, that's very funny, guys." But yeah.
I didn't actually know what Nina looked like in sixth grade because people would be like, "Oh, yeah." I'm sorry. I mean, you didn't talk to me either, but
it's because he looked completely different.
Yeah.
It's because he had like glasses and his hair like puffed up or something.
This man got glow up. This man got a hell of a
buzz. You remember Ethan with the buzz, dude? That was prime Ethan.
Yes. Oh my goodness, that was so awesome.
You guys should insert a photo like here, like when you're editing, like insert a photo here.
Okay. Yeah.
But I remember we got closer during youth group, and I remember this thing like last summer. Like me and Ethan were not like very close or anything. We were just like all like knew each other. But then this one day, I was like, ooh, something's like I think so and so likes so and so, and I was like, Ethan seems like somebody I could trust. So I just need to talk about this with somebody, and I can't talk about it with my close friends. So I was like, yo, Ethan, I think there's something going on there. And then he was like, oh, really? I haven't noticed that before. And I was like, yeah. And then the girl is like one of my close friends. And the next week or something, she was like, why did you tell Ethan that you think snitch. I like, and I was like, how do you know that? And then she was like, Ethan told me. Like,
you snitch, Ethan.
I didn't know it was non-disclosable.
You're a snitch.
Later on, we went to get boba or something, and then in the boba line, I'm like, yo, Ethan, what the heck, man? I thought I could trust you. And then Ethan was just like, yeah. I was like, I'm literally not going to tell you anything after this. And then he was like, here, I'll tell you a secret in order to make up for it. And I was like, that's not how it works, but okay. Wait, but how did you impression on me? Because I wasn't like.
I don't remember. I remember like I told you in sixth grade, I didn't really know what you looked like, but I always heard of people. They're like, "Ooh, Nina Lou's a Disney star." Nina's like on Disney. So I was like, "Who's this like phantom girl that's
phantom?"
Yeah, because I've never seen her. She's like a legend, or like not
wow,
like a mythical creature.
Phantom.
Like Bigfoot.
Stop.
Bigfoot.
Okay.
Ethan, it's too late, bro. You can't save yourself now. It's over.
It's like Bigfoot. Everyone talks about her, but I've never seen her with my own eyes.
That's a great analogy. Wow.
That's a clip, Chung. That's a clip.
That's a clip.
The Bigfoot clip.
Okay, so sorry, just to change topics.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
During during like actual like filming, are they super specific on like how you say something? Like they'll like have to
yeah, they are. I don't know if well, for Disney it was very specific. Like you have to say exactly like this, and they would give us changes on the spot, like change that word from this to this, and then we'd have to like change it like in the next take, or like stop saying it like this, and then you change it in the next take. And then on top of that, you have to memorize where you stand, exactly what camera you face, and like where you're looking, and like everything. So there's a lot going on. So I guess that's why it kind of tired me out, because I was always like, why am I so tired all the time? Like I'm just here. I'm just like doing this, but it does take a lot of effort now that I look back on it.
I feel like this is kind of a dumb question, but when you're filming, is there like a teleprompter thing where you like read where your lines are, or do you
No,
like put
I
in
thought
your
it was
head?
gonna be like that too, but no, we have to memorize it, and yeah.
But
No,
you
I
only
think
film like short clips at a time, right? Or
some scenes are longer than others, but we usually just film like a scene, I think. And
How long does a
yeah,
scene
like the
usually
scene.
take to film?
How long? Like
Yeah.
one scene?
Yeah, like how many takes?
Sometimes they can be like a lot of takes if somebody is messing up a lot or things are not working. But I feel like I always knew my lines like pretty well, even like when they changed it. And like I remember this one time I actually was like a one-hit wonder, like a one-scene wonder, because I went through this, like me and Karin got through the whole scene without any mistakes, and they were just like, great, let's move on. So that was like an amazing moment.
Was that the arc where your character fell in love with him?
Yeah, how did you know?
I've seen Bunked.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was so awkward to film. When I was like, oh my god. That was
Do you ever feel uncomfortable doing romance scenes?
definitely. Well, actually, I mean, sometimes, but other times, if you're just like, well, when I was like 11, it was like my first time. Like it was only like a couple weeks into like my first project, and like the romance scene, I was just like nervous and stuff. So like, it was just, I was nervous for that. But I guess like later on romance stuff, I was just like, okay, like
It's just
yeah.
business.
I feel like if you have like some sort of like romantic experience in life, I guess you could like relate it to there, and then you can apply it. Because like when I was 11, and I was just like, I was just shy and embarrassed about it. But I feel like the more experiences you have in life with stuff, then the more mature you can be about that topic.
And do you have any like experiences or stories that would be like interesting to someone who's like trying to get to know you or something like that?
That's kind of vague. I guess.
Get it out of here.
Like I'm trying to get like an experience, like a cool story, but I don't really know what question to ask. So
No, I mean, one time I went to the White House to meet the president,
Oh.
and I was really sick.
Wait,
I was
which president?
Donald
President
Trump.
Obama.
Oh.
Yeah, and dude, he's tall. Like I was at his like, if he's like standing up, I was like here-ish at the time. I was like 11, but he was still like really tall to me. And then you know how Michelle Obama was very, I mean, when we went there, they had a big thing like you can't call her Michelle, you can't call her Mrs. Obama, you have to call her like the first lady or something.
Oh.
So it's a struggle, and I was like really nervous that I was gonna be like Michelle Obama, but no. But she was really, about health and like keeping kids healthy and stuff. So she was like, we're going to run a marathon around the South Wing, kids. And then I was just like, I had like kind of a fever, and I had a bunch of phlegm in my lungs, and I was like dying. But my parents were like, no, we can't miss this opportunity. So they made me go and stuff. And I was running on 2 hours of sleep too, because the time difference and jet lag and stuff. And then I was like, okay. And then we ran around the South Wing. But then I was the second to last person, and I was just dying a lot. And then she was like, okay, now let's all take a group picture in front of the White House. And I was standing like a couple feet away from her and like coughing, dying. And then she like reached out to me and touched me on the shoulder. She was like, sweetie, are you okay? And that was like a cool moment. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's so cool.
I was just saying that you guys don't have to roast my questions because that was such a great story. So
No, it was kind of.
I have a question. Great story, bad question.
Oh
yeah, go for it.
I know a lot of people are pretty, they like child actors, like they get a lot of money and they probably do it for their parents or stuff like. I don't know if you make a lot of money. I'm not gonna ask that, but I just want to ask, like, what are your plans for the money? Do you get the money, or are you gonna use it for college, or like what's your plan with that?
The thing is, it's a lot of money, but it's not like, oh, like, wow, you're rich. Wow, I can afford a mansion in Beverly Hills kind of money. Or maybe just for me. But it's like a good amount of money. But I didn't spend it. Like, we saved it up. And for all child actors, so let me tell you a story. One day, there was this kid named something Coogan. Let's just call him like Jack Coogan, or I don't know, but he was a child actor in the many years ago, like long. He was like maybe one of the first child actors. I don't know my history, but he he made a lot of money, like a lot of money. But his parents all spent it away on like fancy cars and this and that.
That's crazy.
And by the time when he was like 18 and he was like, I need to start my life, he was like, where's all my money? They're like, we spent it. And then he got so mad that he like made a new law called like the Coogan law, or I don't know, like just all child actors have to have a Coogan account where half their money is split and put into that account. And when they are 18, they get access to it. Their parents can't access to it and they can't access it until they are 18. So I have that too.
And
so yeah.
And you said that you did like the tests where like now you're like not a minor anymore. So do you get access to money or?
No, because I have to be legally the age of 18 for that. But yeah, the test just means I'm allowed to work extra amount of hours. Like I'm allowed to work as much as an adult will.
Okay.
So okay, wait. So sorry. So going back to like when you guys are filming something, when you have to like retake it over and over, do they a lot of times get frustrated at you for like messing up the part a lot?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it is. It's like it gets kind of like pressuring, and you feel kind of down on yourself when you like can't get this. You do it over and over and over again. But I don't know. For me, I never got to the point where I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Like I've done it like 400 times. I get this weird thing where my adrenaline kicks in. And it's like, nope, it's time to get this. Like it's time to be professional.
Yeah.
It's time to, like my brain switches, and I'm just like, and then I end up like delivering it all the way through. The only time I feel like when I struggle with like I don't know my line, it's when they switch it like the minute like before the scene. They're like, we're gonna change this whole paragraph to this whole paragraph, and I'm just like, I don't know what it is. But if they give it to me beforehand, then I can memorize it.
Ooh, I remember in your interview questions, like you talked about when you're doing an audition and one of the judges or like people
Casting director.
Yes, that thingy.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is not Disney potential or something.
Yeah, that hurts so much. Like that's the worst. I don't really know where I am now with acting because like I don't like getting your start on Disney is nice because you get like a lot, like you get an audience, you get famous, you get like a lot of things from that, but also people do kind of like see you as like, I'm not like one of the biggest Disney stars ever. I'm not like Miley Cyrus. I'm not like, even some of the other people in my cast are like much bigger than me. I'm just small, you know? But I've always, after Disney, I've always kind of worried that I would be seen a certain way. Like I would be seen as a child. I would be seen as immature. That's why a lot of people, like when they see me, they're like, wow, you're not 11. Like, yeah. And a lot of Disney stars counter this by acting the opposite way. Like they get like if they try to act in like more mature things or they act maturely themselves or something to get away from that. So I kind of have had that fear like of being associated with Disney forever. And the worst note that I get from casting is like, this is not Disney Channel, or like, you know, that's like, so come on, this isn't Disney Channel. And I don't like that note because even before I got into Disney Channel, I was a big actor. This is how I act. My friend recommended that I do Broadway or something, or like something like maybe theater or something, like something bigger where I can be my natural acting self. I like acting very big and I like doing this. This is how I am naturally as an actor. But when I went to Disney, it kind of got labeled as Disney acting. And when people see me now, like I just hate that note so much because it feels like you're just labeling my whole acting style as Disney, but you're not looking at me individually as an actor.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe they would actually say that to you, like just straight up. That just seems like
I've gotten that like a couple times. There was like a time in French, even like the smallest things, it just like ticks me off. Like in French class or something, I'm like doing reader's theater and pretending to be this girl, and I had a fun time doing reader's theater. But one time I got up there and I like said something, and this girl in the back was like Disney, and then I was just like like, and then it was all right. It's not that bad, but it just reminds me that everything acting wise is gonna relate back to Disney for me. Like they're not gonna see me in a different light.
So like if you were given the chance to like kind of go back in time and like given the option to do Disney or not do Disney, now knowing like what the consequences have been, would you still take the Disney opportunity?
I think I definitely would, because anything that's like, would you go back in time and change it? I don't think I would, because everything, it's cheesy, but everything in the past has led me where I am today, and everything, and all the people that I've met and the ways that I've changed. Yeah, I wouldn't take it back, because if I never gone Disney, I feel like me as a person would be very, very different. And I would just be, I was a very different person before all this. So I wouldn't.
So like, have you ever watched like Bunked, or is it too cringy to like watch yourself?
It's very cringy to watch yourself. I hate it, but it's like, when you watch yourself in a videotape and you hear your voice and you're just like, oh, that's disgusting. But that was how it is for like me. But I was really excited because I loved watching Disney. I was the biggest fan of Jessie when I was younger. So I was like, everything was my dream coming true. So for all of first season, I would like come home, and then when it aired, like my whole family would gather to watch, and they'd be like, we'd all be like, wow. But then when second season came around, I was just kind of, no, I can't do this. So I stopped. I haven't seen like all of second season, I think, so yet. Yeah, maybe I should before it gets taken off Netflix or something.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't have Netflix.
Okay. I was worried that you're gonna be like, okay, now I'm gonna go watch it.
No, but her Brat TV Sunny Side Up series is on YouTube, and it's free to watch for anyone who wants to watch it.
Nice promo.
Do you get creepy obsessive fans in real life? Like people that like stalk you?
No, I'm not famous enough, man. I've known some people, like I know they're like more famous than me, and I know like people have gotten tattoos of them and like found their address and like a bunch of stuff. But for me, I'm not that, I'm not that much,
So whenever you watch a movie, do you see it from that, like, since you've already been in front of the camera, so you see it from that actor lens, and you see like, oh wow, that's so cool how they did this, and like,
yeah, sometimes I watch it more from like a writing view, like, oh, I like this thing in the story, like, because I want to be like a writer and stuff, or like I like what they did with this character, look at this character arc, or like this or that. But I don't know too much about like camera and directing and stuff. So. And
what made you want to be a writer? Was there something that happened? Or?
Yeah, actually, when I was younger, I actually really wanted to be a doctor. It's like stereotypical, but I loved, like, I have like a couple, when I went to Barnes and Nobles when I was like 6 and stuff, I would like get human body books, and like, yeah, I was kind of obsessed. Yeah, like my character. But then later on, when I got pulled into the acting world, I'm like, this could also be a career, but I'm not really sure what I want to do now. And then I met one of my favorite writers on the show was like Adam, and he would always talk to me. Like, I always hung out with the writers of our show. Like, I always like felt like they were fun to talk to and like fun to hang out with. But a lot of actors that I know like kind of lean towards more directing, or they'd be like, I want to shout out the director this week, or I want to learn from the director. But I always thought writing was interesting. And then Adam, one day he was like, if you want, like, you can sit in the writer's room with us, and you can watch us write. I was like, okay. And then they let me into, this is like second season, but they let me into the writing room, and I saw them like work and everything. And then, I don't know, it felt cool because like Adam told me he's dyslexic, and he can't write. It's not like he would be able to write like a great like essay on his own and stuff. But writing, I realized writing isn't about like, or that kind of writing isn't about writing. It's about like telling a story.
The idea is.
Yeah. Wow. So then I was like, wow, something clicked in me, and I was like, this is storytelling, and you don't have to learn how to like write to like be a good storyteller. It's something that you feel from the heart. And then I was like, yeah, ever since then I wanted to be a scriptwriter.
That's awesome. Do scriptwriters and like, I guess the people who like are really behind the scenes in a lot of the stuff, a lot of the films, do they get much fame? Because I know for me, like the end credits, I don't really look at it at all.
Yeah, I don't think they get very much fame, like very much recognition and stuff. But yeah, I don't think so. But there are like writer actors. I think I want to look into that too. Like, I could be a writer actor. Like, they have those on The Office. Like, people who play Kelly and Ryan, they're writer actors, so they write for the show and they star in the show.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. And fun fact, they wrote them into a couple because of like how they would always bicker in the like writing room, and they're like, there's something going on there, and then they wrote it into the script. So that's fun.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Did you have like a cool reaction when you first walked onto like the set of the show?
So my set wasn't the first set that I went on. I had a dialogue coach who like worked specifically with us on the show named Monica, and she wanted to get me more accustomed to filming beforehand because I had no filming experience. So she took me to the first set I went on was Casey Undercover, and she took me there and I watched them like film a scene or something, and yeah, that was really cool.
You got to see Zendaya?
No.
Oh.
I was talking to her and Monica, and I was like, "Can I please see Zendaya? Like, I'm such a huge fan." And she was like, "I don't think she's working today." So yeah.
Oh, dude, that sucks so much.
Yeah.
She's tall, isn't she?
Huh?
She's tall.
Yeah, I heard she's like really tall.
Yeah, like in The Greatest Showman, she was taller than Zac Efron.
Okay, so I have a question, Nina.
Yeah.
Who do you out of just like the videos other than Ethan, but like how tall do you think each of us are?
Oh, that's a good question.
And Chung included.
And Trung too.
I don't know. I'm not prepared for this. How tall is Ethan? I forgot. He's like taller than me a little
6
bit.
foot.
Hey.
I'm guessing. I'm guessing you guys are all above 6 feet. You know, like 6
What if you
or
go,
something.
Start at who you think is the shortest, and just go to who's
I
tallest.
feel like Justin might be the shortest, and then Yash, and then Chong.
What about Ethan?
Yeah, where do I fall in this?
Ethan is between Justin and Yash.
Wait, that's actually right.
Am I right?
Yeah, wait, that was exactly right. Nice.
Hey, so Chong is the tallest out of you guys.
Yeah.
How did
Chung
you
is
know
6
I was
foot.
short?
You act short.
Shut up, Chung. Shut up, stupid. God, take it out, but shut it.
Clip that. Hey, yo, clip that.
God.
Please
We have
leave that in.
triggered him.
Please leave that in, Chung. Oh my god.
I just,
Beautiful.
if you guys were all Alvin and the Chipmunks characters, like if you guys were all chipmunks, I could just see you as the smallest one. I'm sorry.
Theodore. He's Theodore, dude. You're Theodore, Justin.
I'm sad.
And like,
It's okay.
and your voice is higher than the other ones, and how deep your voice is also like accordance to like how like your voice is like your body is like an instrument, so like the bass of your voice, like I feel like would also tell if you had a deeper voice. I felt like you maybe would have had like a bigger body. So
Dang it.
Yeah, Chung does have a really deep voice.
Yeah.
But I
Chung's
feel like
stupid.
Ethan's voice is way deeper than mine.
and then all of you guys just start talking really deep.
Yeah.
Let's just
I'm just gonna talk like this for the rest of the podcast.
Ethan, I guess you're
Whoa.
older than me now.
It's an ASMR.
Hey guys, welcome.
Wait. So Nina, did you ever like sing in any of the parts? No.
Oh, for my freshman year, when we did Baby Doll Records, it was one of the first shows that like Brat was starting out with. So it was, but like, it was like a singing show, and yeah, I recorded something for that. I guess like the first song in the first episode or something. So yeah, I'm trying to, because I wrote so many songs in quarantine. Like one day my manager was like, "You should be writing more songs. Like you have a good voice." And I was like, "Funny you ask. I've been writing songs in quarantine."
What are you writing songs about?
So I'm gonna lower my volume now, but there was this guy, and like, I don't know, like I was going through a lot, before quarantine, and then one day I was like, but I couldn't talk to any of my friends about it because they all knew he was our friend, so they'd be like, him, like we know him and stuff. So I like wrote down like what I was feeling one night, like when I couldn't sleep, and then I tucked that away. But then the next day I looked at like what I wrote, and I was like, this kind of looks like a poem or a song or something. And then I was like fiddling with my guitar, and I was just like playing a C chord, and then like I arranged the words into like verses and choruses, and then like a song just came out, and I was like, wow.
That's
And
so
then,
dope.
Nice.
yeah, and then I showed
Man.
like my friends, and then they were just like, wow, this is good. And then the more reinforcement I got from my friends, the more encouraged I was to write, and then I sang like more and more. So I like
Did you sing it to him?
Did they find out
I
like
sent it to him, and he didn't listen to it at first. I was like, oh, okay. And then later on, he was like, wow, this is a good song.
Did your friends ever figure out who it's about?
Yeah, I told them.
Oh.
Do you want that? Do you want that out of the podcast?
Oh, you can. I don't care. Yeah, you can.
Are you
Okay.
on Spotify?
I'm trying to get it on Spotify. I was going to actually, but then, with Corona and everything, my parents don't want me to go to LA. But once this is over, I'm gonna head to LA and like record it.
That's awesome.
And speaking of Spotify, you can stream all the episodes of Unconventional Norms.
Wow.
Link in bio.
Are you like looking to have that like as a side hustle too, like next to like
Me?
in the future?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, part of me is like, I like singing. I like singing for a while. I did choir for a little bit, but there's two things. There's like, I don't want to risk spending money on producing my songs and everything if no one's going to listen to it. And then part of me is also like, I don't think anyone's going to listen to it. So I don't want to be wasting everyone's money and time and effort. But I also do like the songs that I wrote, but I don't know if I'm like, they're good enough to,
Do it.
like.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
They're good
okay.
songs. They're good songs, and you already have the fan base.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you know the
it's
vibe.
funny. It's funny because like when I was in freshman year, I did a bunch of covers, and they always like blew up and everything on my Instagram.
Yes. Yes.
But now when I do a cover, it doesn't really like, it gets so little views and everything. Like
it's not about the views. It's not about the
I
views.
know, but it kind of just makes me feel like maybe people don't want to hear me sing.
Can we get a
And
sneak peek?
like right now, I don't know if my voice is like ready.
Grab your guitar.
Like if you want to.
Oh,
like,
you
I
actually?
can. Yes.
Let's go.
But I'm not sure about this.
Let's go, Nina.
Leaked footage.
Also, I haven't played my songs in like a real like months because I just don't like looking back on that time in my life. But yeah. Ethan, which one should I do?
Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, I was
You
thinking that.
know-
Okay.
Ethan knows the whole track list, dude.
Bro, I forgot what capo this is on. I don't even know how to play my own song. Okay, can you cut out the awkward part of me like figuring this out? But I need to like figure out the song really quick.
Oh, she's happy. Let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna try it, but like, okay. It's been a while since I thought of you. I let you go. Last time I saw your smile, it felt like it was years ago. And looking back, I can't believe that it was once this way. I can't believe we'll never feel the same. Let me tell you a story. It was once upon a time. We'd never go to sleep because we'd be hanging out all night, sharing secrets over FaceTime, never hanging up the phone. We'd smile at the sunrise because we'll never be alone. I just look up and see you guys like vibing to it. But do you guys want me to play the whole song, or should I just like?
Dude, that's up to you, but that was fire.
If you're comfortable
On
with it, go for
Spotify
it.
now. On Spotify now.
Okay, I can keep going, but it's been a while since I have played this song, so I just yeah. We plan our lives together down to every single day. We'd watch the sunset on a rooftop and just get away. And like, I forgot the lyrics.
Oh, that is so good.
That was
That
was
that
really
needs
good.
to be on Spotify.
Thank you. I'll
Like
just.
seriously, like no joke. Like
That's a
that,
banger
like
right there.
that is a banger.
Yeah.
That
I'm
is
like
a
my voice
banger.
is like extra shaky because I was like extra nervous. But thank you. I was just. Yeah, I'll play you guys more songs towards the end if you want. Like when this is over.
Private concert.
And thank
Yeah.
you for
Let's get it.
thank you for being willing to do that. I know it's like
Yeah.
really nerve wracking.
So, have you ever heard? Have you
Exciting.
ever heard Ethan sing? Is he a good singer to you?
I I've heard
Oh.
him sing a couple times. At work.
It was out of my range. Okay.
No, okay, that one time it was out of your. I actually really like that song. I added it to my playlist. Like, how does it go? Like, nothing is impossible. Like, what is that?
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Wait,
What
Ethan,
song
can
is
you
that?
can you tell? I didn't get it. I didn't hear it. Can you?
Yeah,
tell us
can you
how it
sing it,
goes?
Ethan? Can you sing it, Ethan? Yeah.
Not
for
that
us.
song, dude.
No,
That's
please,
like that.
please.
That
please.
Like I forgot. Like I don't know how it goes. Like I'd appreciate if you.
the thing is, I don't actually know the lyrics either. They threw me up on set like 5 minutes before we were starting,
Okay.
and that's why I was straining.
I'm sorry. I feel no. He's a good singer. It's just that song wasn't his strongest suit, but like.
Mhm.
He's a good singer. Like, I remember one time we were talking in church or something, like when we were sending the seniors off, like last year or something. And then he was talking, this was the first, he like had a conversation with me and I was like, oh, I haven't, like, never had like a real like conversation before this, but he was talking to me about a bunch of things. And then he said like he was kind of nervous to go up and sing and stuff.
I did say that, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, no, you got it. So yeah.
Oh, 30-Hour Famine, you heard me sing, right? When I was playing the cajon.
I don't know. I was just so hungry. I don't remember.
yeah.
I was so hungry, but yeah.
Oh, when you left, or like when Bunked was finally over, did it feel like, were you like super sad because it was like everybody's leaving and like
It
your
feels
world, like,
weird because they're your coworkers and they are your friends, but they're your coworkers, you know?
mhm.
So I did feel sad-ish, but it's not like I bawled and I sobbed and I like, you know, but like I was gonna miss a lot of people, especially like some of the writers and some of the crew and some of like the actors. Like I think about them like sometimes and everything, and I just, yeah. But
So, if you were given the chance to like act in any Disney show, what would it be? Or like any show actually, any show.
any show
Movie.
at all.
Mhm.
Or movie.
Yeah.
There's a couple. I would be in Umbrella Academy so I could have a superpower and be like the biggest thing that I know everybody wants to be in this, but I just, you know, Avatar the last year, the live version. But the creators did leave and everything's a bit shaky right now with everything, so I'm not sure how that's gonna go. But I just love Avatar, so I would do anything to be part of the Avatar universe.
Wait, so like for shows, do they pick you to audition, or can you like, do they like put it somewhere and then you just go? Like, you have to get an invitation. Sorry.
I have like a headshot and resume. My manager sends them out, and if somebody sees it and they're like, "Oh, okay, she's good for this part," or like even if he just like finds a part that's like Asian teen girl, then like he submits me for it and stuff, and then they'll be like, "Yeah, have her send an audition or something."
Oh.
So yeah. I think this is completely off topic, but I wanted to talk about it. But like, there's a huge. I feel like sometimes like there's like a thing. I've had like frustrations with this in the past where like some auditions it says like BIPOC people like encouraged, like people of color encouraged for this main role of this like very big network like hit series or something. And then I auditioned for it, but in the back of my head I'm like, are they really gonna cast like a Chinese Asian person that has nothing to do with the storyline as the main character of like this thing? And then in the end when I watch the thing it's like a white family and stuff.
Oh,
so,
I get you.
Yeah, like people, like I do get typecast a lot. I'm always like that smart Asian girl or something. So that's why it's also something I wanted to focus on as a writer in the industry. Like I want to write parts, like I just want to write like parts for like, it doesn't have to like, an Asian person doesn't have to play an Asian person. They can just be like a person, you know, they can just be like a character. They don't have to like be something like this or that. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just something I hope to fix one day.
Is that like a very big problem in this industry for Asian actors?
like specific parts for Asian actors. Like this is a cultural movie. We want like specifically about Asian heritage. We want an Asian actor and stuff. But I feel like I don't see a lot of like I'm getting this like I'm an Asian actor playing this role that was like for all people of color, but it's a main role in this main TV show, and I just got it even with like a bunch of like, white people or other people competing for it. I still got it. Like I don't feel like I see that often. Like all the Asians I see in television today probably got the role because the role description was like we're looking for an Asian actor. Like I don't see just like a regular like anybody. Like we're looking for anybody. It's just limited.
Dang, so it is probably super tough on you and like a lot of other Asian actors to really get these to get roles in general.
It's weird. It's tough, but also like we're competing. There's like less Asian actors, I guess, in the field. Like we're a tight knit. Like I know, like we're tight. You know, we know each other, but like so there's less competition. But at the same time, there's like all the roles are like. There's a limited amount of roles. So yeah. But I also get like when I've written like a couple of scripts myself. So I understand like now I'm getting the script writer's view and I understand like, oh, I want this story to be specifically about an Asian person or I want it to be like this. But I wish there was also like an open call for like we're actually considering like casting any person of color as like the main role. But yeah.
Do you have any, or have you created any ideas for scripts so far?
Yeah, I do. Like I took a summer screenwriting class at UCLA this summer, so it just ended. And in the class we had to write a screenplay, so now I'm writing a movie.
That's actually gonna be a movie?
I don't know. Like
oh yeah, okay.
my movie, I'm basing it off of my sophomore year love life. But yeah.
Simp.
It's okay, Ethan. Look who's talking. You knew that was coming.
You got me there. You got me there.
Yeah, reverse Uno card. But yeah, my I'll give you my synopsis. It's this girl who she writes in her diary like all that she's written in her diary her whole life, and then she goes through her first love, but then they break up, and then she's just like, maybe it's better that it didn't like, or actually no, she doesn't think anything, but she gets really frustrated with it and then erases all of like everything she's written about him in her diary, and then she wakes up and they've never dated. So yeah.
Wait, that's actually kind of cool.
Based on a true story?
Well, actually last year I had like a moment where I went into my diary and I wrote like if this never happened, like what if like I wish I could go back. Like I didn't write like I wish I could go back, but I wrote myself going back in time and like telling my old self like don't do it like at one point. So it was kind of like a story that I wrote in my diary, and then that's where the idea came from.
Cool. Dang. Wait, so like what's the process in order to get a script like actually made into a movie?
Well, first you get an idea. I'm not very, very like I just started like doing this, but you get an idea, and then I think my teacher told me to storyboard it, like put up little post-it notes and like story like act 1, act 2, act 3, and then you want to like I had an assignment where I wrote out my entire like movie, like how it was going to go, like a little summary, like in story form. And then after you write down that story, you can work on like individual scenes and stuff. And then you look back and you're like, oh, this doesn't make sense, and then you can correct it. But I think the like first you get an idea and then you structure it, like you write down what's going to happen throughout the whole thing.
Okay.
One last tip for screenwriters out there, like anyone who's listening. If you're going to write a script, I think the main thing is to understand your characters. Like my most helpful assignment was writing a protagonist like profile, or writing a profile for each character, understanding them as a person, like an actual being, instead of just like they're this character. Like there's multiple dimensions to a character, and if you fully understand who that person is, you can write them a better story, or you can understand why they're doing what they do.
Awesome. So sorry, this is like totally off topic, but
yeah,
can you do like different accents, like a British accent?
I can try. It's not gonna be good. Actually, there was this my school was putting on this dance show, and you know, before the pandemic and everything, and I was auditioning for this little part in our like where she like there was this like French professor with a French accent. And it was bad, but I try. I like take French at school, but learning a French accent is hard. Like it's difficult. I mean, I could try.
Oh no, it's okay. I was just wondering.
Yeah, I mean, I can try British, but I don't know if it's gonna be good. Actually, like I picked up this thing recently where if I get mad, I start, or like not mad, if I get like certain times if it's awkward, I start speaking in a British accent. Like, like if I'm with my friends on FaceTime, I'm like, yeah, that was very interesting.
Yash hit him up with a nice ending.
Okay, so Nina, we want to be respectful of your time. It's 6:22 already, so I'm gonna leave you with that one final question, and that's if you had one piece of advice to give someone listening to this podcast right now, what would it be?
I guess because I'm just thinking about colleges and careers and all that stuff right now. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. I know it's just stupid. It's like, yeah, but like, there is a worry of stability and financial stability with like what you're going to do in the future. But I feel like the best thing you can do in life is find what you're really passionate about and then turn it into something that you can make money out of, I guess. Because when I got into acting, I never thought like, I'm going to be rich and famous. Like, you know, just find your passion and things will follow.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for watching.